Can you see this board?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any doubt from the last class? So in the last class, we find that energy stored, if you say in charges, then it is half B dq is equal to half B rho d tau. Tau means volume. Or same thing is also equal to half epsilon naught integral E square d tau if you say it is in field, right? But both the things are equivalent. Now if we have magnetic field, how much is the energy stored in that field? And this means that energy required to create magnetic field. But how do we create magnetic field? Let us say we have this current loop and we connect a battery at some end, let us say here. Okay. So as soon as we connect this battery, there is a current in the circuit, right? So at t is equal to 0, there was no current, and t is equal to, let us say, after some small time, current goes to its maximum value, let us say I naught. So obviously current rises and it is rising at a very high rate. So at t is equal to j, there is no flux here. At t is equal to 1 microsecond, 1 nanosecond, whatever, there is some flux, right? So within such a small time, the flux is changing with time. Okay. So this current is increasing, and because of this current, there is a flux through this loop, and this flux is changing with time. Because of this changing flux, there is an induced EMF in the circuit. So let us say at some time t, the current was I and the flux was phi. So this time is obviously between epsilon and 0. At 0, there was no current, there was no flux. At this time, current is I naught, flux is phi naught. So in this intermediate time, what was the EMF in this circuit? Induced EMF? Let us say E is equal to minus d phi by dt, right? What is phi? Phi is equal to self-inductance of the circuit into the current at that time. So L di by dt. So there was some potential automatically produced in this circuit. And what is the role of this potential? This is opposing this current. So this is the current I. This potential will try to oppose this current, right? So battery has to do some work against this induced EMF. जो external battery है, इसको इस EMF के against work करना पड़ेगा to maintain that current, right? So how much should be the external force or external EMF? Opposite of this EMF is equal to how much? L di by dt. How much work does this external EMF do per second? or second means this is power. This is how much? B into I. B means this EMF, L di by dt into whatever is the current. What was the current at that time? I. Right? Or how much work did this EMF do in dt time? If this is the rate of work, L di by dt in 1 second into dt, right? Or L di I here. So when there was a current increasing from I to I plus di, this much work has to be done by the external battery. Total work is how much? Integration over this work is equal to Li di. What is the limit on I? Initially current was 0 and finally current becomes I naught. So L is constant and this becomes I naught square by 2. So this is the work you have to do, or the battery has to do, to set up a current I naught in a loop. इतना वर्क बैटरी को करना पड़ता है to set the current. You can say this is, where is this energy stored? It depends on L. L means the properties of circuit. So you can say that energy is stored in coil or loop. But we can also say that we can get the same energy from the magnetic field generated by this loop. कैसे करेंगे? So this is energy, right? Or I can say that what is L? Right? So I can say that this is equal to, what is phi? Phi is flux. Okay. And what is this flux? B dot ds. What is B? What is ds? So let us say this is the loop. This is some current I in the circuit. This is magnetic flux. And this is some elementary small area here, ds. So what is W? Half I integral over this whole surface times this, right? But this is a quite simple circuit. We can have much complicated circuits as well. What about this current loop? Let me make a complicated current loop, something like this. What I'm trying to show, This is a thick wire. Okay. So air is here, and this is, let us say, copper. So this whole dashed thing is copper. Okay. So you can see it's a very thick wire, and this loop is not circular. Second, this wire is having different thickness at different point. So एक ही बहुत ही मोटा कॉपर वायर है, इसकी थिकनेस भी कांस्टेंट नहीं है, शेप भी सर्कुलर नहीं है. Now can you please tell me what is flux passing through this loop? इससे फ्लक्स कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे? What is the boundary? This one or this one? Is this picture clear? Yes or no? If current I is flowing in this thick wire, यदि इस thick wire में current flow हो रहा हो, there are charges flowing inside this wire. Question is, how much is the flux passing through this loop? इस loop से कितना flux pass हो रहा है? So phi is B dot dA or B dot ds integral over S. Now what is this S surface? Due to this inner side, इसको मानेंगे आप, और due to this outer side, इससे मानेंगे आप? Which one will you take? Yes.
Average ले ले तो.
But why do you want to take average?
सर आउटर तक, आई मीन सर इनर के बाहर भी कुछ ऐसे रीजंस हैं जिसमें बाहर की करंट से फ्लक्स होगा.
So this, all right. So this is the simplest case, right? Here we have only one wire, so we don't have to think much about it. This is a complicated case. Let me make an intermediate case. Something like this. Simple loop. How much is the flux passing through it?
ds.
V dot ds. What is S? We know this area. Okay.
Yes,
this is equal to L times I. Now I take one more wire, precisely same wire, exactly on top of it. So there are two wires now, and both are having currents I. Can you please tell me what is flux now?
2 B dot ds, sir.
This plus one more integral like this, and what you get? Li plus Li is equal to 2Li, right? So what we are doing here, we are taking flux due to both the wires. We can do the same thing here. वो काम यहाँ पे भी तो कर सकते हैं.
But sir उसमें तो एरिया चेंज हो रहा है ना.
Right. So we can take this thick wire consists of many small wires. One wire is this, then second wire is this. I mean, they are making complete loop. Area change को भी deal कर लेंगे. Don't worry about it. So this is one very thin wire. Okay. Then this is another very thin wire. We can assume that this thick wire consists of many thin wires, and we will calculate flux through each and then we will sum of it. Okay. So this is the most general case you can have. And if we can find energy stored in such a case, we have got the general answer. So let me redraw the same image again. So this is the loop. Let me make some smaller image. So this is the wire.
ये वायर स्ट्रिप टाइप का है या फिर सिलेंडर टाइप का है पूरा?
It can be of any shape. So in this diagram, it is look like a cylinder, but it can be of any shape. Okay. In fact, we can have a loop like this also. हम इस तरह का loop भी तो बना सकते हैं. Something like, let me use some thicker pen. We can have a loop like this. So current is flowing like this, then it divides in two parts, and then again come back. Now what is the area? This, or the total, this much, right? So the shape of wire can be of any type. It may be cylindrical, circular, it may be broken in pieces, like in this recent case. Okay. So here in this diagram, I am making cylindrical, but it is not limited to cylindrical. It can be of any type. So this is material here. That may be copper or anything else. This is air here. It is air here. Okay. So in order to calculate flux through such a thick wire, what is the technique that I have to apply? I am going to consider a small thin wire in this material. Let us say the thin wire is this. And first I will calculate flux through this thin wire, and then I will integrate over the whole material. So what is the area of this thin wire? It has a very small cross-sectional area also. Area of wire. Let us say it is SW. Okay. Length element of this wire is, if I take a small length element on this wire, let me call it LW or DLW. Okay. Means whatever related to this wire has a subscript W. Now what is the flux passing through this elementary wire? This much. कितना flux pass हो रहा है? How much is that flux?
Integration B dot DSW.
Phi is equal to vector B dot ds. So when I am not applying any subscript, that is the property of this loop. And if I am applying subscript, that is the property of wire only. Now let us calculate this small flux first. So complete flux is integral over B dot ds. This is over the surface S. Surface S is this, enclosed by this elementary loop. Okay, this much, this red area. And complete flux, let me write, I is equal to This is due to one thin wire, right? And I need to do such I need to calculate such flux for all possible thin wire inside this thick wire. So that is that integral. This is the complete flux. So phi is equal to integral over all thin wire. कैसे करेंगे अभी नहीं मालूम. Let us calculate this quantity first. Now I can write this B as del cross A dot ds, right? If I apply Stokes theorem to this part, क्या मिलेगा?
ADL
all wire integral L A dl. What is this L? This, right? The boundary. This one. This L, right? Which is LW, right? So integral over this boundary. Okay. This is complete flux phi. What is energy stored? W is how much? पहले calculate कर चुके हैं. That is where the next. W is half of current into flux, half phi into I. So phi we have calculated, multiply with half I and we will get the answer. So W is equal to half I all thin wire LW vector A dot DLW. What is I? I क्या है?
current in that W wire.
Yes, sir. Current in W wire.
J dot DSW, right?
Yes, sir.
Integral over SW. Into all wire LW vector A dot DLW. All right. So I can also write this is just a product of two integrals. Half integral over SW integral over LW vector J dot DSW vector A dot DLW, okay, and integral over all wire. So what we have now? So what is can we simplify it further? I think we have made some mistake.
ये ऑल वायर का इंटीग्रेशन j.ds के लिए भी कैसे आ गया?
Yes, you're right. So this is the mistake. In fact, all wire cannot make integration over this. This is not right, no? But can I take this term inside? This is a constant term, so I can take it inside also. इसको अंदर भी ले जा सकते हैं.
सर I कांस्टेंट कहाँ है सर?
So I is the total current in this loop. कुछ तो होगा,
Okay sir, okay, but
right? It's from 5 ampere, 6 ampere, whatever. So half, yes, you are right. I write in a very absurd way. LW A. Now can I say something like this? Just first let me write it down. Is it okay? So what I am doing, see, what is the direction of vector J? Is equal to direction of LW, right?
yes sir.
So I remove vector from here and put on J, and J into ds is current. Okay, so J into ds and integral over SW. इसकी thickness पे integral करेंगे, you will get the complete thick wire. All right. So this is what. Is it clear? Is this step clear?
Sir, why A dot J? A dot DL is acceptable, but
See.
why A dot J?
So A dot DLW into I. What is I? A
Current
dot
J dot
DLW
DS.
J ds, right? Now I say I remove this vector sign from here and put it here. कोई दिक्कत है?
No sir.
Both are parallel.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
So A dot J and DLW DSW as it is. Okay.
Right sir.
Now what do you see? DSW DLW is what?
DVW. Sorry.
D tau W. What is tau W?
Volume of that W wire.
Volume of such a small thin wire.
Yes.
And if integrate over this whole wire, what I get? यदि इसको integrate करेंगे पूरे wire पे, we are getting complete work. So half integral tau W A dot J. This is the energy stored in the coil or in the magnetic field. इसको और simplify कर सकते हैं क्या? Yes. This is same thing as all universe. Why all universe? So I can decompose this all universe integral in two parts. First part consists of the volume where you have wire. इस ऑल यूनिवर्स को दो पार्ट में ब्रेक कर सकते हैं आप। पार्ट 1 सेम एज बिफोर टाउ डब्ल्यू पर, पार्ट 2 remaining universe. So part 1 is same as previous integral. What is the integral in part 2? So there is some vector field in remaining universe, but what is the current density in remaining universe?
0.
Is there any current in this air? यहाँ पे कोई current है या यहाँ पे कोई current है? No, right?
No.
So even if I extend this integral, my answer is not going to change because part 2 gives me 0 value because vector
No
j is
current there.
0, right? So this is W, half integral, what did I write? A dot J. Now what is J? J को भी लिखिए, del cross B is mu naught J, right? So what is J? Mu naught out, vector A dot del cross B, d tau. Now A dot del cross B, can we simplify it further? क्या इसको simplify किया जा सकता है? I think we can simplify. Let me see if we have any such relation. So some A dot del cross B. Where are the formula? What is happening? Okay, here. So A dot del cross B, do we have any term like this? Yes. A dot del cross B. So let me write this formula first. Del dot A cross B is B dot del cross A dot del cross B. So rightmost terms is positive, middle term is negative. So if we have two vector field, this thing is equal to rightmost term is positive, del cross F1 minus F1 dot del cross F2. Now we have A dot del cross B. So if I say this is A, this is B, then this is A, F2 is A, right? This is B, this is A, this is B. Agree? So what I get now? W is equal to 1 by 2 mu naught del dot B cross A plus vector B
Minus,
dot,
sir.
yes,
Minus.
minus or plus. So this term is same as this term, agree? If I say F2 is A, F1 is B, is there anything wrong?
Minus, sir. Minus should be there
No,
instead of.
this term, when you sit on this side, it becomes positive, right?
Yes, sir.
So why minus? Okay, let me first write B dot del cross A. Is it wrong? कोई मिस्टेक है यहाँ पर?
No, sir. Fine.
Okay. So we got two integral again, and this is common for all. 1 by 2 mu naught. So first integral is this: divergence of something का volume integral. In fact, there is no limit now, right? This is all universe. All universe. And this is some volume integral vector B del cross A. What is it?
0.
Right? And if I apply Gauss theorem to the first part, del dot some vector function volume integral is equal to what? B cross A dot ds. What is the integral now? Boundary enclosing universe plus this integral as it is, all universe B square beta. What is the answer for first integral?
It should be 0, sir. But why?
So there is this loop of some complicated shape, and this is the universe. You need to calculate B and A at the boundary of this universe and then do the surface integral. So what is B and A at the boundary of this universe?
0, sir.
0.
Yes, sir.
So this integral is 0 and we are left with only this integral. W is equal to 2 mu naught integral all universe B square deta. Where is energy stored?
In fields.
Right. So like electric field, here also we have two answers. Electric field की तरह ही यहाँ पे भी आपके पास दो आंसर है. Energy stored in loop, which is this. So W is equal to half phi into I energy stored in current or current carrying objects is equal to half mu naught B square d tau in field. And both the things are equal. It's up to your choice. Which one do you consider? Alright. So what is the energy stored in electromagnetic fields?
Sum of both.
Right. If you have electromagnetic field in the universe, it means this much energy is there. Someone has done this much work to make this electric field. किसने किया है? You may not know, but someone has invested this much amount of energy to create this field. वो किसी कॉस्ट पर आया फील्ड, खुद से नहीं बन गया है. Half epsilon naught, half outside, integral all universe, epsilon naught E square plus B square by mu naught deta. So this much is the energy in the fields in this universe. What is the use of it? इसको कैलकुलेट करने का क्या पर्पस था?
Find energy density everywhere.
See, we can use it for many purpose, and use will be clear when we will talk about electromagnetic waves. But there is one more thing that you should know. If we have some physical objects, there is some equivalent field for those objects. या तो आप ऑब्जेक्ट्स के टर्म्स में एनर्जी पता कर सकते हैं या उनके फील्ड के टर्म्स में. Now let us say you have some idea of energy from somewhere. You can sense the field. Correspondingly, you can also sense the energy. You can also calculate that energy. But where is the object that generate this field? वो objects कहाँ हैं जहाँ से ये energy आई है? In some cases, we have no idea where are the objects. Universe में ऐसे cases भी हैं. We have seen the field. We have seen that yes, there is a presence of energy, but there is no corresponding object for that. At least we cannot see them, or we have not seen them. अब तक तो हमने उनको नहीं देखा है. So some fancy concepts like dark matter and some zero point energy, all of these things are connected to these kind of things. जो आपने कुछ वर्ड सुने होंगे डार्क मैटर या जीरो पॉइंट एनर्जी, उन सबका ओरिजिन भी कुछ ऐसा ही है. And that is why there is a very genuine and very correct concept that this universe consists of means made of energy, or in actual sense fields and matter. ये यूनिवर्स जितना मैटर से बना है उतना फील्ड से भी बना है. फील्ड भी एक ऐसी आइडेंटिटी है जैसी एक मैटर है. यस, वी कैन डील विद दिस थिंग क्वाइट इजीली. इसको रियलाइज करना उतना आसान नहीं है, बट दिस थिंग आल्सो एग्जिस्ट इन द यूनिवर्स. So for the non-things we can interchange, we can take any of the same scenario. For some things we have fields but we do not have corresponding matter for that. वो hidden है, नहीं है, क्या है, we do not know. So there are many applications of these kinds of scenario. Some of the applications you will see when we will talk about the electromagnetic field. Any doubt with this magnetic field part?
सर अभी आपने कहा ना यूनिवर्स में मैटर है, एनर्जी है, फील्ड्स है,
राइट.
उस सब का इस फॉर्मूला से या फिर जो अभी हमने कॉन्सेप्ट सीखा उससे क्या मतलब, एक बार फिर से समझाएंगे?
ओके, सो इससे कनेक्शन क्या है? So please wait until we talk about electromagnetic waves.
Okay, sir.
So one good application of this concept is this. This is sun, and this sun is emitting electromagnetic waves, right? So the energy that is coming out from this sun is actually transported by these electromagnetic waves. जो energy sun से आ रही है वो इन waves के form में ही आ रही है. How much energy is being transported on earth per second? एक यूनिट क्रॉस सेक्शनल एरिया से एक सेकंड में कितना एनर्जी आ रहा है, कैसे पता करेंगे आप?
इस फॉर्मूला से.
दिस फॉर्मूला विल हेल्प यू. कैसे हेल्प करेगा? दिस टेल्स यू हाउ मच एनर्जी इज देयर इन द इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक फील्ड, राइट? सो किसी एक क्रॉस सेक्शनल एरिया से कितना फ्लो हो रहा होगा, दिस फॉर्मूला कैन टेल यू. कैसे बताएगा वो हम बाद में भी डिस्कस करेंगे, राइट? सो व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट फ्लो ऑफ एनर्जी, we need this formula. Okay, let me tell you the small idea कैसे आप पता करेंगे. Let us take this much volume in the universe. कैलकुलेट हाउ मच एनर्जी इनसाइड दिस मच वॉल्यूम। इससे पता कर सकते हैं आप। नाउ इफ एनर्जी इज फ्लोइंग आउट फ्रॉम दिस वॉल्यूम, एनर्जी इनसाइड दिस वॉल्यूम विल चेंज। यदि एनर्जी इस वॉल्यूम से बाहर जा रही है तो इसके अंदर का एनर्जी कंटेंट चेंज होगा। सो वी कैलकुलेट हाउ मच चेंज इनसाइड दिस वॉल्यूम एंड फ्रॉम दैट चेंज वी कैन कैलकुलेट कि इस सरफेस से कितना एनर्जी बाहर चला गया है। सो वी विल यूज टेक्निक लाइक दिस टू कैलकुलेट फ्लो ऑफ एनर्जी फ्रॉम दिस फॉर्मूला। इस फॉर्मूले से पता कर सकते हैं कि इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव कितना एनर्जी ट्रांसपोर्ट कर रही है अपने साथ। Have you heard this word before? सुना है पहले?
What word, sir?
Pointing vector.
Yes, sir. I think सुना है.
So this vector is somewhere related to this, and this vector simply tells how much is the energy flow for electromagnetic waves. But before we
Yes,
go
sir.
to that, yes,
It points in the direction of
yes, it's
light
right. But what is
E cross
magnitude equal to?
across E cross B.
Yes. What is the meaning of the magnitude of this vector? Magnitude क्या बताएगा इस vector का? So this vector tells how much energy is being carried by the electromagnetic waves. कितना एनर्जी इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव अपने साथ कैरी कर रही है और किस डायरेक्शन में कैरी कर रही है। What is displacement current?
Sir, the current between those capacitors. I don't know, maybe.
So this is current connected to non-steady, or let me first describe it. So we have electric field, we have magnetic field. Here we have del cross E is 0. Here del dot B is 0, right? Vector E is gradient of some potential. Vector B is curl of some magnetic field. Okay, this is the correspondence. And where does this idea of potential or this potential come from? There are some physical argument or there are some mathematical arguments as well. First is divergence of curl of any vector is 0. Second, curl of gradient of any scalar is 0. Let us verify the same thing again. If I take divergence of this, so divergence of curl of vector E is divergence of 0, 0. कोई issue नहीं है. If I take divergence of this side, क्या होगा? Is equal to
0.
Let me write a note here. Here. I am taking divergence on this side. Then divergence of this quantity. What is left hand side?
cross B.
Divergence of curl. Divergence
yes.
of curl is,
It should be 0.
it should be 0 no matter what is here. या कुछ भी होगा इसको 0 ही होना है. But right hand side में क्या हो रहा है? Is that 0?
No sir, it is something.
It is
Divergence.
0 for steady currents only. Right? So this formula is true. Del cross B is equal to mu naught J. This is true only for steady currents. And if there are non-steady currents, then there is a problem. क्यों problem है? This side is equal to mu naught here, and this is minus del rho by del T, right? For non-steady currents. So for non-steady currents, this equation is not true. And you can see left hand side is 0 if I take divergence, but right hand side is not 0. If I take divergence, I get some non-zero results. So how do I make this equation compatible with all the cases?
By adding some positive terms.
Sorry?
Which can make that term 0.
Yes, so we need to modify this formula. इसको modify करना पड़ेगा. What is the modification? Modification has to be like this. Del cross B is equal to mu naught J plus another current JD. What is JD? Displacement current. If I take divergence, what I get? Divergence इन दोनों साइड में लेंगे. Divergence on this side as well. Whether this JD, I'll check. Just 1 minute. So what we get on this side? Mu naught del dot J plus del dot JD. What is del dot J? Minus del rho by del T. Plus del dot JD. If I say it's current, mu naught cannot be there. Let me take it out. Okay. Or what is del dot JD? This quantity is 0. So this thing has to be 0. So how do I make it 0? Obviously, divergence of this new current must be is equal to, agree? Then only I will have left hand side equal to 0. If there is some charge or some charge density, there will be some electric field as well. यदि कहीं charge है तो electric field भी होगा. What is that electric field? Obviously this equation, right? Or I can say this rho is equal to epsilon naught del over del t del dot E. Okay. Now this del is derivative with respect to positions. This is derivative with respect to time. दोनों independent parameters पर हैं. We can interchange them. ये पोजीशंस पे रन कर रहा है, ये टाइम पे रन कर रहा है. Both are independent. उनका आपस में कोई कनेक्शन नहीं है. So we can take divergence out and time integral in. What did it say? What is JD? This. Okay. So this is the displacement current. कहाँ से आया current ये?
So this is density, I think, displacement density.
The units of this JD are same as current density. So displacement current density, if you want to say. But see, this current is not due to flow of charges. ये current charge flow की वजह से नहीं है. This is the current you are aware of. If charges are moving, there is a current. This is the current because of either changing charges, the charge number of charges are increasing with time or decreasing with time, or due to changing electric field. So जरूरी नहीं है कि current charge flow से ही बने. Even a changing electric field can also produce a current. Okay. And if there is a current, कहीं से भी आया, there is a magnetic field also. So this is the complete answer. Del cross B is mu naught J जो हमने बनाया है by flowing some current in the wire, or JD. What is JD?
ln dE by dt.
Now, what is the surprise here? What does Faraday law say?
Faraday law says rate of change of flux is
Changing magnetic field produce electric field. What this says? There is no name for this equation. कोई name तो नहीं है. But what it is saying? Changing electric field
using magnetic
produces
field.
So one of you, I think in your class or in some other class, ask this question. How do I calculate magnetic field for a non-steady current? यदि current non-steady है, then Biot-Savart law does not work. In that case, which law work? यदि Biot-Savart law काम नहीं करेगा तो आप कैसे calculate करेंगे? This is the answer. इसे solve कीजिए. So if there are non-steady current, there is a changing electric field. So del cross B, if you do not apply any extra current, J is 0. यदि आपने कोई और current नहीं use किया है, J is 0, and del cross B is equal to this equation. इसको solve कीजिए, you will get B. Okay. In fact, these two phenomena are the backbone of electromagnetic waves. कैसे? A changing magnetic field produces electric field, and this electric field also changes. So this changing electric field again produces a magnetic field. So these two fields produce each other. जो आप कहते हैं कि electromagnetic waves travel in vacuum, how can it be possible? This is electric field. This is magnetic field. they can travel millions of kilometers without any problem. ये कैसे possible है? Because
both are each other.
yes, they are like vehicle to each other. Electric field is driving magnetic field, and in the return, magnetic field is driving electric field. They are helping each other using these two equations. Okay, and therefore none of them die, and they travel millions of kilometers without any problem. Since there is nothing to dissipate, their energy is not going to dissipate, and they get directions through each other. जो इनका travel direction है, ये एक दूसरे को guide कर रहे हैं. So that is the working mechanism of electromagnetic waves, and that's how they travel such a long distance without any problem. Where do you see displacement current? Obviously at all the places where there are non-steady current. कोई example जानते हैं non-steady current का? One is this, जो पहले भी डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. So charges are going, and they start piling up here. Del rho by del t is not zero. Same is here. Charges are increasing on this plate. Del rho by del t is not zero. Okay. So at this point or at this point, there is a problem. But if you apply some ampere meter here, you will see the current. क्यों देख रहे हैं current? There is still a current. There is no flow of charge, but since charges are increasing, the electric field between these two plates is changing. So del E by del T is not zero, and therefore there is a current between these two plates. वो कोई normal current या actual current नहीं है, and the name of this current is displacement current, right? So जरूरी नहीं है current charge के flow होने से ही बने, बिना charge के flow होने से भी current बन सकता है, and accordingly we gave them some other name. So there is a current everywhere in this circuit. Here we have actual current, flow of charge. In the plates, there is no actual current, there is some other current, displacement current, and that's how we complete the circuit. Okay, so we will discuss more about this current in the next class because time is up now. Any doubt here?
No, sir.
All right, so let me end this class. And please read about all these things in the book as well, because these are somewhat heavy topics. Most of the things are new for you. So अभी से पढ़ेंगे तभी आपको थोड़ा समझ में भी आएगा. And let me tell you,